Junior Jewels, I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess, and we are the hosts of Typical Tuesday Night,
a Taylor Swift podcast. Welcome back to the Typical Tuesday Night podcast. I'm Carly.
And I'm Jess.
We are here in our Nashville country vibes.
I don't know what it is about debut, but we really wanted to dress like themed
every time.
It's probably because which we have so many episodes. This series is literally going to take us through the entire summer.
Yeah. It's gonna be
so it'll be interesting to see what outfits we keep coming up
totally
with.
Fade off.
We'll give up eventually. But yeah, we've done series before. We've never
dressed this much. I just feel like the more we do the podcast too, though, the more into it I get.
Yeah, we're so committed.
This is
Carly's
fun.
Yes, I'll wear knee-high white cowboy boots.
I was like, when else am I gonna wear these?
Yeah.
I mean, these are yours, but I did bring mine. I brought my black ones because I was like, when else am I gonna be wearing my black country boots? And then I was like, I need a white with this outfit, so I brought yours. Yeah. But
no better place than the podcast studio.
When are you gonna wear an outfit like this?
Yeah, I love it.
So
Well, if you don't know, we are in the middle of our we are in our debut series, which is so fun. If you missed last week's episode, go back, listen to that one first. This is a part 2. We did not plan on this episode being 2 parts, but we got talking and we decided to split it up. Yeah. If you've been around, you're not surprised. We always underestimate how long episodes are going to be. You guys, when we first started the podcast, our goal was to have 30-minute episodes. I cannot even tell you. Well, sometimes our misheard lyrics ones are shorter like that. Yeah. But wow, it's rare.
I'm when we are talking about Taylor, I'm sorry, how can I only just talk for 30 minutes?
Literally, we'd leave out so much, and that's literally missing the whole point of the podcast.
100%.
But luckily, we know you guys love it. Yeah. So, but yeah, so today's part 2. We're doing the second half of the debut album. We're doing a brief song overview. A brief song overview that's taken 2 parts. Yeah. These are not, shockingly, deep dives. Yeah. These are just some basic facts, some fun facts, kind of our thoughts on the songs. And it's super fun.
It is fun.
So
we do have a review to read really quick.
Okay.
This is from Leah Swift. She said, I have loved Taylor Swift for as long as I can remember and really fell right down the Taylor Swift rabbit hole just over a year and a half ago. And long story short, if it weren't for this podcast, I would not be this educated.
Oh.
Boom. Yes.
What?
That's always managed to slip Taylor Swift into any conversation, and people always ask me, how do you know this much about Taylor Swift? And I always answer by saying, just by binging Typical Tuesday Night.
Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
It's nice to have a friend like Carly and Jess to talk about Taylor Swift with you, even if the conversation is one-sided. Thank you so much for putting out such great content. You brightened up all my Tuesday nights, and I will always be grateful.
What the heck? Right? I am obsessed with that review.
So
Plaster it on a billboard.
I know. It's so nice.
One of my favorite reviews ever.
I know.
Obsessed. And so funny, the review we shared last week also was long story short.
I know. I thought that was funny.
So fun. Wow. So thank you. That was so
It really
nice.
means a lot. It's really nice.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh my gosh. That was amazing. Okay. Well, so that we don't drag this out with too much unnecessary stuff, we're going to jump right in, get to the good stuff, pick up where we left off last week. And today we're starting with a super fun song, Should Have Said No.
This one's so good. This one's definitely one of my favorites from this album.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Not to get ahead of myself. Well, actually, I didn't even mention this. I wasn't planning to say this. When she should have said no, and Bad Blood on the Rep Tour, that was such a highlight for me. I was obsessed with that mashup.
That one.
Oh, it was so good. So Should Have Said No was the 5th and final single, and it had a music video. Has a music video. I don't know why I say had. It still has
there.
A music video. You can go
she
watch
owns it now.
She owns it, which is the best.
Yeah.
So she wrote, should have said no, according to something, in quotes, something really, really dramatic and crazy that happened to her, and her needing to address it in the form of music.
That reminds me of Tortured Poets.
Yeah.
Where she was just I needed to write this.
Yes.
Ugh.
The song was, I thought this was so interesting. The song was a last-minute addition to the album. It was written 2 days before the mastering was scheduled.
Crazy.
And the booklets were about to be printed. And then she called her producer and completed the song overnight. I'm like,
that's wild.
Of like such an iconic song.
Oh, yes.
That is its story.
Yes.
Crazy.
That is crazy. But honestly, like, it goes to show again, like, she knew what needed to be on the album.
Mm-hmm.
And clearly, like, she was like, this song needs to be on there.
Yeah.
Like, this one's going to do well. And it did. Like,
and I actually, of what I'm remembering from like the past and probably stuff we haven't even talked about, this happens a lot.
Yeah.
And it would be really interesting to do an episode on like last minute additions to albums.
I like that.
Yeah. So I'm like, can you imagine if we didn't get this?
No, and it needed to be with debut.
Yes.
It did not. It like, sorry, I don't feel like it's a Fearless song. No.
Mm-mm. Yeah. So that was fun. And then I thought this was interesting. Famously, her songs name names, which is funny because that was true then. That is not really true now.
Yeah.
In fact, it's like the opposite now. And she said, this is so funny. I purposefully skipped the secret message. Actually, it was an accident, but I'm glad I did because I intended to. In 2008, she told Women's Health, I like to encode capital letters in the printed lyrics so they spell out phrases, aka the secret messages. She said, I encoded should have said no's guy's name over and over. It was only his first name, but everyone figured it out. I'd get texts from him. He was scared out of his mind. I'd crucify him on a talk show. All I could say was, well, you should have said no. That's what the song is about. Did you not know that?
No.
Well, I didn't know that either, but this is really funny to see your reaction to that. Isn't that crazy? So the secret message is Sam, Sam, Sam.
Yeah. Like, and I knew the secret message, and I knew that, like, everybody, like, knew who that was, but I didn't realize that, like, he would text her and say, like, don't talk about me.
Yeah. And she's like, we should have said no. That's why I think...
But honestly, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm obsessed because Taylor can write songs like The Outside, A Place in This World, Invisible, like Teardrops on My Guitar, like where it's kind of almost seems like maybe she's not super confident. I don't know. But then you hear things like this and you're like, she is very confident in like what she's doing.
Yeah.
Like to say, I'm like, that would never, I could never be like, well, you should have said no.
Yeah. I know.
Like,
that's like,
that's where you say, burn, like we talked about last week. Oh, so that was super fun.
I wonder though, like, because it does sound like a lot of those other songs, like The Outside, Place in This World, were more like 12, 13, 14-year-old Taylor.
Yes.
Where this one being added in last minute was probably like
she's
a 15-year-old
like older. She's got
Taylor.
More sass and
attitude.
attitude.
And maybe she's like, oh, like, no, dude.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh my gosh. So. I'm obsessed. I thought this was really interesting. Roger Holland of Pop Matters said that Should Have Said No is a truly splendid pop rock song wrapped up in an almost entirely spurious country arrangement.
Oh.
And I just...
That's kind of a fun way to describe it.
Yeah, especially like just seeing like where her career went.
Yeah.
Like back then, like she was already writing songs that like people like that are in the music industry are like, she's blending these genres and like I don't know.
We're gonna get to another song. I can't remember which one it is, but she goes into her like into the writing session and is like, I want to write a song like Avril Lavigne.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of like, I feel like the same thing, but she was like, but we have to make it country. Because I think she knew like her lane. Yeah. Like she knew like the way I'm getting into this is like, I have to be a country artist. And I think she liked country. Yeah. And I think she was happy with that. And I think starting out that way was the right choice for her. But I do think she liked to experiment with other stuff.
Yeah.
And I think eventually you could see like, she probably was going to like veer out. Yeah. But it's interesting to see that like she had those hints of it, but she knew to like wrap it up in country.
Yeah. Well, and I think it just goes to show like Taylor Swift, it's not like Taylor Swift is a country music artist. Yeah. It's like Taylor Swift is a storyteller.
Yes. Yeah.
And so she
And that-
knew that like her way into the world was like
yes.
country music,
Yep.
but her talent like pushes the boundaries like outside of honestly just pushes all the boundaries like
of all music genres.
Yeah,
Like, yeah.
And so anyways, I thought that was
that's fun.
Super interesting. And then we did kind of talk about this in our first episode of the series, but I wanted to mention it again. When the song reached the top 10 of the Hot Country Songs in July 2008, Taylor became the first solo female artist to score 5 top 10 hits from a debut album since the album chart was first published in 1964.
It still blows
So
my mind.
like she did not beat someone out. She was the literal first. It is
with your debut album
as a teenager. It is literally insane. Wild.
Come on.
It's wild. Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Isn't that crazy?
That is. It's just so cool for her. I'm obsessed. Like this whole series is so fun because I'm just like so proud of her.
I know. And it's cool to think like she's come such a long way, but it's also cool to see like you started off with a bang, girl.
Yes.
Like yes.
Uh-huh.
Obsessed. So what do you, I guess, I mean, there's no point in talking about it. We love this song. It's great.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
Like it's 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
On that album.
So fun.
Okay. Mary's song. Oh my.
Mary's song.
I also just love this one.
Yeah.
So, it's just so good.
It's so good.
I was like, do I say this? Do I not? This song, so I went through a little weird phase where I thought I could be a musician and I wrote songs on my guitar.
Cute. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Never, I will never let anybody hear the light of day of these, but it was fun for a time. But because of this song, I wrote my best friend in college. Was dating this guy and then they broke up, and so I wrote a song called Shelby's Song. But it was like because
of Mary's song. Cute.
So it's so funny. But the secret message on this one is sometimes love is forever.
So cute.
And I love that she you could just see it back then. Like she was looking for that forever love.
Were her parents divorced at this point?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that one was during Fearless era.
Okay. Because that's I mean the use of the word sometimes is just, it's just cool to see that she did know of and see an example of love can be forever.
Yeah. And maybe her parents were having problems, and so maybe she didn't think, but that's a good point. I don't know. We should look and see when they did officially. There is a lot of information on this song and about who it's about and what. So I saved most of that for our deep dive when we get into who songs are about. But basically it was inspired by her next door neighbors. They were an old couple and they had known each other since they were kids.
So cute.
And they were just talking to Taylor one night about how they met, and she just said I love the story. I'm gonna write a song about it.
So, can you imagine being that couple? I mean, they're I don't know.
Dead?
Probably. That's my thought. But okay, but when it came out, they're probably
oh my gosh,
because that's how I felt about the song, and I can't imagine if it was actually about me.
Yes,
but the song made me daydream about
any guy that I lived close by. I was oh my gosh, you and me were gonna get married. We're gonna grow old together. And also I just had to say Travis Kelce, Invisible String, 87, 89.
You'll be 87, I'll be 89. Yep. Okay, next we have our song. Come on. Honestly, does it get better?
No.
Does it get better than our song?
It's so... This one is... It surprises me that this is the last one on her album.
I know.
And
I have... Did you read what I wrote about this? Okay. Well, there's reasoning for it.
Okay. I think it's the thing that I was going to mention.
Yeah, probably.
But so it may... Well, go ahead.
Well...
And then we can continue.
Okay. So our song, the secret message is Live in Love. It has a music video. It was the third single. She actually wrote it for a school talent show, which is super interesting. And she has a quote about it. She said, "I wrote this song in 9th grade and I was dating this guy and we didn't have a song. I was sitting there like, wait, hold up. My life revolves around music and we don't even have a song. This is ridiculous."
That is so perfect.
I know. So I wrote us one, and I wrote it for the high school talent show, played it, and called it our song. This is about the same guy as Tim McGraw, the senior. And then she actually did write the words to the song on a napkin.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yep. I mean, according to the internet, she didn't tell me herself, but I'm going with it.
I just called Taylor up.
It has the most streams on Spotify with almost 400 million streams.
That's for debut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I should clarify that.
And then upon receiving positive feedback from her classmates, so again, we talked about like she pays attention to like not even like numbers, like data. It's like in person, like how are people responding to this music? She said like from positive feedback from her classmates from the talent show. Like wrap your brains around that.
I know.
That is crazy. From my talent show, my friends all really liked it. So
I think
she said that, or she thought it had potential to become a chart success, insisting that Big Machine Record executives include it on the final track list. She envisioned the production in her head before approaching Nathan Chapman about it. Eventually, Taylor chose the song as the closing track on the album because the final chorus features the repeated lyric, "Play it again," which she thought would subliminally suggest the listener replay the album.
Which I think is so cute.
So cute.
And so fun.
Yeah.
But it still surprises me that like
I forget
it's such an incredible song.
It's the last song. It doesn't
and it's like
feel
so far down.
Like
like a final song.
Yeah. It feels like a track 3.
Yeah. No, it totally is. Because I think especially like with a debut album, like you're trying to get some of your best songs at the beginning to be like, okay, people like listen to these, because most people will start at one and then like they might
maybe it was
fade
a
off.
difference in like being back then because like it was a single, so like maybe the order didn't matter as much as it maybe does now for like streaming. Because when I look at her albums now, like I can see that is how she orders them. Like she puts some of the stronger ones towards the beginning. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I thought that was super fun. But yeah, I'm obsessed with our song.
Oh yeah,
like
this one
so much. And this one's fun because like we were saying, like Picture to Burn, Should Have Said No. Like that's one that people just like go hard on.
Yes.
And this is totally one that people go hard on, but it's a happy one.
Yes.
So it's so fun.
Yes. Another happy one. I'm Only Me When I'm With You. So we're getting into her deluxe songs now. So these ones don't have secret messages. But Taylor wrote this song when she was 13 years old and was trying to get discovered by record labels. So she also wrote this one with Robert Ellis Oral, and he was the one that they wrote A Place in This World and What Do You Say at the same time. This was released on her deluxe edition as well as her EP, Beautiful Eyes, in 2008. So we talked about that more in our episode 2 weeks ago. But this was a quote she said. She said, "I remember the first song." Oh, no, this is what Robert Ellis Oral said. She said, "I remember the first song we wrote was I'm Only Me When I'm With You." And she was like, "I want to write something like Avril Lavigne, but country." And I was like, cool. We got kind of stuck on a line somewhere, and Angelo hadn't thrown out any lyrics yet. And he threw out these 2 lines, and she just looked at him and said, "I don't know, that's kind of trite. I'm not sure my demographic would say something like that." Isn't that incredible?
Incredible.
It keeps going. And he went, "Huh?" And I just put my fingers like little guns and went, "Shot down by the 13-year-old. All right." It was astonishing. Her confidence right from the get-go. What? I love that.
Who is she?
I know. Like,
Taylor
one to be
Allison
able to like
Swift.
tell these like professional
adults,
like adult like songwriters, like, sorry, like that's
shot down by the 13-year-old.
What? But like so cool. She was like, "No, like I am writing songs for teenage girls."
Yeah.
And like I am a teenage girl and I would never say something like that.
Yeah.
So like my
Thank you for
demographic's
speaking your mind.
Yeah, like she knew, she was so in our world and she knew what she was trying to write.
Wow.
I just loved it. This one also has a music video, but it's really fun because Taylor actually edited the music video for herself on her MacBook.
What?
I know.
She's like, iMovie.
Yeah, she's
Thank
like, I can do
you.
this. My first feature film.
Oh my
It
gosh.
features homemade videos of Taylor and Abigail and some of their other friends, as well as her family. And if you've seen it, it's like super laid back and shows like a more casual, like family friend oriented like side of Taylor. The video was released on March 3rd of 2008 and then was later uploaded to Taylor's YouTube channel on June 16th of 2009. And this is what she said when it like finally got uploaded. She was like introducing a song and it said, "The I'm Only Me When I'm With You was something I edited on my laptop. And it was just footage I had from being on the road when I was like 16 or 17. We were all traveling on one bus, like the whole band, me, my mom. It was a huge moment when we upgraded to 2 buses." And now you think about it, right? And we had a girls' bus and a guys' bus. And for a long time, it was just like people crammed together on this bus. It was hilarious and fun. And a lot of those moments are captured in this video, which was just stuff that I had filmed on my camera. So it's funny to go back and look at it. I never feel like I wasn't allowed to be a teenager just because I was in the business. Like, I definitely still got to have that. I'm like, this is the sweetest.
I'm so obsessed with the debut era.
I
Oh
do.
my gosh.
I like did not realize how much I was going to be obsessed with this like series.
This is so fun.
I know. But the release of the music video made Robert Oral like think, oh, like should we make this a single? Like, you know, like maybe we'll do that. And he said, you know, songwriters make the most money when we have singles. And I remember I never felt comfortable asking the record label or Scott Borchetta what the next single was going to be. But all of a sudden I saw the video for I'm Only Me When I'm With You had been released and it went straight to #1 in 1 week. And then it was like, no, it went #1 already. It felt like they got enough out of it and then they just moved on to another one. Which is, it's crazy. It's like, no, like it did its thing. Like we didn't even have to make it a single. We just like put out a little music video that Taylor made for fun. And it went to #1.
Wild.
Yeah. This is also one of those songs that I really have like fond memories of.
Obsessed with.
Yes. Of just like another happy,
on
just
repeat.
blasting in the summer about, you know, the cute boy that I liked and I don't know.
Yeah, this was one that I was so obsessed with.
Yes.
Like I bet my top 2 from the album were Teardrops in this one.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So fun. Okay, we're going to take a quick ad break to talk about today's podcast sponsor, Dime Beauty.
Yes. Okay, so we love Dime Beauty. Yes. They have like their great clean beauty and skincare brand that we love, and they focus on creating quality and like clean products at an affordable cost, which I feel like is pretty hard to find.
It really is.
It's really affordable.
It really is. Especially when you use our code, it's even more affordable.
Yes.
But I recently tried something new. Yes. I got their blue facial oil. I had like seen it on their website and they kept selling out of it. And they had like really great reviews. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. I love it. So basically what they did is they created this like all-in-one formula and it's supposed to like nourish your skin and like mainly enhance your hydration. And so I just like put my moisturizer on and then you like pat this all over your face. It like has really helped with like my face feeling a lot more like moisturized and like we live in like dry heat. Yeah. And it's just not the vibe, but this has helped so much. It's also supposed to like help with some blemishing and I really feel like it's kind of evened out my skin tone even more. I want to use it. They say to use it like 2 to 3 times a week. And I started out just one time because I have sensitive skin. So I never know how like certain products are going to work, but it has been great. So I'm like, yes. This is a product I'm going to like continue to use and love. And so I'm really, really excited to see.
I want to try that
better.
Yeah, we're obsessed with Dime. I have so many things that I use like every single day, but especially right now since we're in summertime, I'm using my tinted sunscreen all the time. I'm obsessed with it.
So good.
I personally use there's 3 like levels. I use the middle level. I feel like they're pretty flexible, so
which is nice.
Yeah. And it's so like I don't know, for face sunscreen, like it doesn't feel like sunscreen on your face and it gives like a good, you know, like you could just wear it by itself or it goes great with makeup too.
About, like the tinted ones. Just like, like I could just throw that on and like, I feel like everything's like kind of even. I give it like a little bit more of a glow, but
Yeah.
It was just my sunscreen.
Yes.
You can use code Typical Tuesday Night for 20% off your order at dimebeautyco.com.
Yeah. Okay. So our next song is Invisible, which, as I said before, is one of my emo songs too. You know, I just love to sulk in my room, have my headphones on, my CD player, and just sulk.
So good.
Just feel bad for myself as an 8th grader.
Really?
So this is Taylor still attended Hendersonville High School and drove over to Robert Orrell's house after school, having the idea for the song ready. She, Robert said she would sometimes say, I have a piano idea, and just sit at the piano. That's how Invisible started, with her sitting down.
So cool.
You know,
I love when we get to find out how the song started. Was it lyrics? Was it guitar? Was it piano? Like,
yes.
it's fun.
And when it came time to record the debut album, they recorded Invisible, The Outside, I Heart ? And the re-recording of the unreleased What Do You Say? All at this in the same session.
So that's the second time we've heard them like record What Do You Say?
Which we don't have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like really interesting to me.
They re-recorded it, and we're going to talk about unreleased songs.
Yeah.
I was like, what is the song? So I went to look into this song. And I was like, well, I'm not going to talk about it because we're going to talk about it on the unreleased album. But it sounds like she really loved the song. So I'm super curious,
I'm surprised.
Why, especially like they re-recorded it. And they didn't release it. It's like, what was missing?
Yeah. Like, why?
Yeah.
Huh.
So, and it says Invisible is one of Taylor's favorite songs on the debut record, even though it ended up being a bonus track. She said, I really wanted to put this on the album because it's one of my favorites, and it was almost on the first album.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if because it kind of has like the Outside vibes, and I wonder if it was one of those like pick one.
Kind of like we talked about in our 1989 series with like, Is It Over Now? And what was, do you remember we were like, these are so similar, she probably just had to like choose between the two. Was it Out of the Woods?
I don't know. Maybe.
But yeah, I'm sure that
she
happened.
has, to like do that sometimes.
Yeah. Do you have like, do you love that song?
Oh, I love, yeah. This one, same. Was just, I mean, I love a depressing song.
Yes.
Song that's just like,
my life sucks.
I'm so sad.
I feel sorry for myself.
I know. Especially like as a teenager.
Yeah.
Like that's just such I think an emotion that like we all experience.
The loneliness.
Like, even if we did like have a lot of friends, but it was just like the boy I like.
The one person that I want to know who I am, I'm invisible to. My life is over.
Yes.
That's how we felt.
Taylor got it.
Oh man.
Okay, the next one is A Perfectly Good Heart, and it's the closing track of the deluxe edition. And she said, quote, it's a song that I recorded when I was 14. I thought it would be really important to put this on the album because, it's just really innocent. It's about getting your heart broken for the first time and not understanding why somebody would want to do that. It's before the mind games come into play, before your second or third relationship where you don't know anything but trusting people. And this song is about getting that trust betrayed.
I loved this song too.
Yeah.
It was also in a good emo song. I'm like, really?
Why
you're gonna break my heart?
Break?
I know.
Oh,
so good.
That's a fun one.
I loved that one so much. Okay. Next one is Beautiful Eyes, which Beautiful Eyes is the title track of the 2008 EP that was released, which this is so funny to me. It was released to hold fans over until her second studio album Fearless was released. I'm like, crazy. Even back then we
wanted
more. Like, we have to hold them over. They really want more music, and so we'll give them a few songs and a bunch of the ones we've already released. Like,
and we all ate it up.
So funny. And I didn't write this down, but this was a Walmart exclusive, right?
I think so, yeah.
And I said that I own it. Yes. I need to find it.
I'm so jealous.
I need to find it. I absolutely own it
jealous.
somewhere. This song appeared on her demo CDs. Yeah.
It's interesting that it like appeared on the demo CDs, but they didn't like do much with it until this EP.
It was like, it definitely feels like an afterthought.
Yeah.
It wasn't unreleased, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like a focus either.
And this one's not like, this one I like, but it's not one that I frequently remember either.
Yeah. I'm the
Like-
same. I like listened to it today and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't really remember this a
Yeah,
ton.
like I was like, oh, like I remember hearing it.
Yeah.
But it's not, and I think because it is like on the EP, it's not one that like I listen to even when I listen to debut.
Well, even right now, like you search on streaming, it's not on streaming.
It's not?
It's listed as a podcast, like someone put it up. You can't listen to the Beautiful Eyes album on streaming. What? At least on Spotify. I'm sure it's the same everywhere.
That's
else,
crazy.
Yeah.
Because when I was like making stuff, I was listening to YouTube.
Yeah.
And so I think I just like searched YouTube and so like it came up. But
yeah. Beautiful Eyes is not streaming, which is super interesting to me. So it was like very, I think just it was Walmart exclusive.
Wow.
Non-streaming.
They like really pushed.
Like just the disc.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you're even more lucky that you have that disc.
I know. I thought this was so hilarious. According to Taylor's MySpace, she wrote the song when she was 13 years old. I'm like, I love that we're getting
like we find
info from her MySpace. MySpace told us a lot. And then this has only been performed 3 times live. And the first time was at the Bluebird Cafe in November 2004, the night that she was discovered by Scott Borchetta.
That's fun.
I know. Which again is like, you'd think that would like that caught his attention.
Yeah.
It was like you know, like a big song in the journey. So it's interesting that it didn't get as much love. But probably just because all her, I mean, honestly, like in terms of like liking the songs, yes, I like a bunch of those other songs more.
Better. Yeah.
Part of me isn't sure. Like I was wondering this today. Also had the same thought, which I'm sure you love the next song we're talking about a lot. I just these 2 songs I just did not really ever listen to much. Like I don't have the nostalgia right now to tie to it, and so I am not like very invested in it.
You're just like
and so I don't know if that plays a part in it or if I really do just like the other songs more. But
okay, before I'm gonna talk about this last song, and then we should do like a cut,
smash or pass.
Yeah, we're trying to think of like what I'm trying to say of like maybe cut one from the original album and like include a deluxe like to replace it.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
Yes.
Except for now I'm gonna have to like talk and think about that soon. Okay, the last song was also on the IP or the EP, which was I Heart question mark. This one I was weirdly very nostalgic about.
Okay.
I used to listen
I was gonna
to this
say I'm pretty sure you love
all
this
the time.
One. I did not. Listen.
Me and
I like don't really know it that well.
Me and my friend used to literally write I Heart question mark on the hand. Like,
and so is it because like it's titled like I and then like written out heart and question mark. Would you write out heart or did you draw?
No, we draw a heart. So it was like an I, we draw a heart.
I was literally listening to it today and literally thinking like, how would I write this on my hand? Like that seems kind of long. Oh, would I just do like the symbol of a heart and a U or not U, a question mark?
Yeah. So
like
a heart and then a question mark.
So funny. I was like, I'm like, how would I
should have done that. I heard question mark on one hand, 13 on the other.
Yes, I know.
Missed opportunity. But yeah, it was Taylor's first promotional single. It was made available for a digital download with the Best Buy during that first week of release. And then it was later re-released with the Beautiful Eyes EP. And this is like a fun little fact. When she participated in a photo shoot for Abercrombie at age 14, she wrote I Heart question mark on the back of her hand.
Cute.
Yeah, and it was like there for the Abercrombie shoot, which is kind of fun.
That's so fun.
Taylor wrote I Heart question mark in 2003 when she was 13 years old, but the first recording of the track appeared on one of her demo albums in 2004, along with 2 other songs, Your Face and The Outside. And then The Outside actually ended up making it to the first album.
Your Face, another
I actually know that
mystery song you do?
Yes.
Nice.
You have to go look. That one you can find on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was randomly I don't know, when we were researching these, and I think we got to Beautiful Eyes and I Heart. I was like, I haven't listened to some of these old unreleased songs, and there's still a few you can find on YouTube. So
Okay, so we're replacing one original album song with one of these extra ones.
Yes, so any of the deluxe.
Okay.
Go first.
I'm for sure putting I'm Only Me When I'm With You on the main album.
Okay.
Like, no, I mean, if I were to pick another one, it would maybe be like Perfectly Good Heart. I don't know. That's hard. Invisible's great too. But, and I would probably nix. Oh, I don't know.
I've got mine. Do you want me to say it?
Yeah, but I bet our nix might be the same, but you go ahead.
I would nix The Outside and put I'm Only Me When I'm With You.
Okay.
That was actually easier than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, okay. I think I agree. I think I'm the same. I think The Outside would probably be the bottom. I
just am like, Tim McGraw, love. Picture to Burn, love. Teardrops on My Heart, love.
Yeah.
Place in This World,
that really was my other one I couldn't decide.
Yes. Cold as You, love.
Yeah.
The Outside, Tied Together Smile, love. Stay Beautiful, love. Should have said no. Mary's song, like our song, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. A Place in This World or The Outside.
This is like
probably The Outside.
A no skip album.
It is. It is a no skip album.
First album.
It's so crazy.
It is incredible.
Yeah. I think they did a great job curating it, honestly. Yes. Like they did a solid job in their choices. Yes. I think I would add I'm Only Me When I'm With You. Mm-hmm. But I I'm okay. Their choices like too.
Yes.
Yes. And it's fun. It's always fun. It's kind of how I feel about like Tortured Poets in the Anthology. Like I'm literally mind blown. I'm Only Me When I'm With You is the Black Dog.
Ooh, yes.
Version. Because I'm like, how is the Black Dog not on the main album?
Yeah, like what decision?
Yeah. But it sucks you right into the anthology. Oh. You're just like, yes, absolutely. And it's like the same thing. It's the first one.
Never thought of this, but when you said like it sucks me into the anthology, a lot of times like I will listen and I get to Black Dog and it does give me like a renewed energy.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, yes. Oh yeah, like we're getting into the anthology now. Yeah. Like I feel like, yep, like here we go.
Here we go. Round 2. Yeah. So I feel like it's kind of, it's fun to have. And I mean, not to just like keep making comparisons, but like Gracie, That's So True.
Yeah.
That's on the deluxe.
Yeah. How did that happen?
It's the same thing. It's like you got to pick one banger.
Yeah.
That goes to save. Really push the deluxe.
Yeah. Because honestly, now that I think about it, there's a lot of albums that there's like one out that I'm just like, how did that? Oh, you probably purposely saved it.
Yes.
But okay.
We did it.
We finally finished all of
it. Finished.
In under an hour.
And we got we were more focused we were more last week.
Okay. Well, stay tuned. Next week we are going to do a like debut era overview. So it's gonna be really fun. We're just kind of talk about what was going on in Taylor's life.
Yeah, this one will be a little different than the other ones because it won't be as focused on like, well, kind of like usually it's like the boyfriend and the scene. And this is gonna be more like how she got
like what she was doing, like writing her music.
Yeah, because we're gonna do like a
so we're gonna, and we can explain it next week. But yeah, we'll do like a childhood episode later, but from like when she got signed.
Yeah.
Forward is kind of what
for this era episode.
So, yeah.
Yes, it's gonna be great.
I think it'll be really fun. And then don't forget, we mentioned last week, but Misheard Lyrics is coming up. We're giving everybody all the time. Go listen to Debut right now.
Yeah.
Guilt free. And then send in your Misheard Lyrics.
Yeah, guilt free.
You can send that to us. I mean, there's lots of ways.
Yeah.
Email, text, DM.
Follow us on social media. We usually put a question box up looking for Misheard Lyrics on our stories. So we're at typicaltuesdaynight.podcast and we post lots of great content over there. So come check us out.
So fun. Okay, well, thanks for joining us, you guys. What a fun 2 episodes.
I know.
We did not expect it. We always love when that happens though. But it was so fun to talk Taylor songs with everybody, even though we only thought it would be 1 week. When will we learn? Oh my.
Oh my.
Bye guys.
Bye.